Somebody, yeah, that's my Maserati going ham. No salami, that's your chick. If I like it, then I'm straight. Boat garden in a club. Where the bottles at
Marinaul, who has the opportunity next to move in, pumps his fist as well. He has shown a lot of versatility. He always goes for triples, not satisfied with just the 2 stars, not able to win the day there. He loves his home country of Brazil and is here to prove to the other clans that his country has got what it takes to move on to the World Finals.
He is now coming in and looking for his first 3-star of the competition. He hasn't gotten one yet. Drops the king on the top side. He's going for a Sui Olalo to get some very good value with the heroes, and then fly around base and uses 1 Skelly to help take out the enemy queen. There's the freeze. There's the wall breakers. Doesn't need to drop a test wall breaker because the king cleared that in for any small bombs. So he was able to send all the wall breakers in. The queen's going to be able to reach over the wall, grab the multi, the air defense, the sweeper, and some more value, plus that archer tower at the top side. There's some Skellies. Don't want to pop the queen ability if you don't have to through a Skelly, and you're going to pop it over the multi-target Inferno, and now he's going to try to Lalo through the base.
Burns up a key target. It would be even better if he could reach that enemy air defense, gets 1 shot, 2 shots, and takes it down. A huge coup for Marinaul. This Laloon army could be slowed down a lot by air sweepers, but the only remaining one is pointed away from the main section of the raid.
He's pulled some of the archers out of the clan castle, meaning there's also a lava hound in there, so that's really easy to get through. He's got the balloons coming from the top, from the side, and the bottom, everywhere. And he's got the stone slammer coming from the bottom side as well, popping the Grand Warden Eternal Tome, saving that skeleton spell, not dropping it. There's the Skelly, but they might actually lock on to the king. And we free queen, beautiful use of the freeze. The queen goes down. He's moving through, drops a perfect freeze on the multi and the air defense. He's got a handful of balloons, drops the final haste on the top side. If he could get through these defenses, he has plenty of time for cleanup, Woody.
I think he's got it. Marinaul with a flawless strike counterfeits the enemy clan castle, and INTZ is going wild. High fives all around as their leader has cemented his spot as the glory of INTZ, pulling ahead now over the Dark Looters. They'll have 9 stars total and a very strong average destruction percentage. Now we just get to go on the victory lap. Another minute of enemy buildings going down. What could be better, Carbon Fin, than seeing your enemies driven before you and watching that overall damage tick all the way up to 100%.
What an attack coming in from the leader. Had to be this moment a clutch triple at that. Look at that with 30 seconds left on the board. That is an easy 3-star. Beautiful job from Marinaul of INTZ.
We'll be moving back to the Dark Looters where they will have a chance to respond. Sir Iron and Jojo waiting in the wings. Both of those players have 3-star, but first, let's take a minute to enjoy the awesome attack from Marinaul. Replay here showing that Town Hall going down. Grand Warden ability going off just in time to protect those lava pups and the balloons hovering over that Gigabomb. NCES will retain the overall damage lead against INTZ, but remember, Marinaul, the champion of his team, the leader of this squad, the 3-star hero of the semifinals, is still left to make his attack. He'll be the 4th one to move in for INTZ against Glenade.
Coming in with a kill squad, a hog attack. There are 10 bowlers. He's going to look to get into this town hall, jump into the eagle, and take out the enemy queen. And then he's going to use the Grand Warden, the king, the queen, all to do this to get a ton of value. Drops a 1 wall breaker on the edge right there. There's the freeze on the multi. He gets it perfectly. Tests the wall breaker, and now he's moving in. Grand Warden, bowlers, king are going to go right for this town hall. There's some Valkyries to help clear some of it. Pops queen ability early. You don't see that too often, but there's the jump. Bowlers are down, going to be able to take out these archers, no problem. Get ready for the rage, and he's going to try to take out the town hall, the eagle, and the enemy queen.
awesome free spell catches the enemy town hall, as well as an expo and a defensive barbarian king raging through the top section of this base. That Grand Warden ability will protect all the troops within his Eternal Tome area. A great spread on these Hog Riders as well over on the left corner of the base, sending them in now against that multi-target Inferno with some coverage of the heal spell. That should keep them nice and healthy as Marinaul continues his ground assault. He's getting a little bit of help from the air as well. That Stone Slammer crashing through the walls of the bottom compartment, moving next toward that Inferno tower. Once it gets the drop, there won't be any splash damage to stop Marinaul's rampage through this base. 3 stars seems to be within reach, Carbon Fin.
Woody, it is almost there, though. Hogs are moving through. Has one more heal spell. 3 hogs left to drop. He's dropping them from the top side to go to the Archer Tower to pinpoint that. And they're moving in. He has a minute 22. It's looking good for Marinaul of INTZ. He's got the cleanup up and around. The Lava Hound does pop, so he's going to have to try to clear these pups. The Warden is actually tanking some of these shots. Drops the balloon for cleanup. He's looking to drop the next balloon, and this is absolutely what they needed. They have one more attack after this, but this is going to be a 3-star Woody.
The rippin' and the tearin'. Marinaul high-fives his teammates with plenty of time left for the cleanup. When they needed him most, he has delivered the goods. A 3-star strike puts INTZ back in action. They'll actually have the same score now as MCES, tied now with 1 3-star strike each.
Unbelievable. The leader of INTZ steps up when it matters the most. Steps up in the semifinals and now stepping up in the finals. And he's like, this is the reason why I'm here, getting the 3 stars to help his.
A few archers coming out of the clan castle distracted it just long enough to keep the Eagle artillery soaring high.
Now we have Katano coming in, looking to get his first 3-star of the July qualifiers. He's coming with a bunch of different strategies, from mass E-Drags to mass hogs to P.E.K.K.A. Smash. He does them all, and he's coming in with another P.E.K.K.A. Smash here today to try to help INTZ get at least a 1-star lead over MCES.
Caetano says it's his job to save the clan when they need it most. They lost their first set in the match against MCES, and so now is his time to prove his worth, get a really high percentage 2-star strike, or even better, pull off the 3, attacking now with P.E.K.K.A. Smash strategy that has been able to get the 3-star hits before. He's also going to be using a Queen to charge into this base, has 4 Earthquake spells, so that's going to be enough to shatter some of the walls. That spell actually recently got a buff, which enables him to tear down 10 sections of walls, makes it really easy to carve a big hole in the interior of this base, Carbon Fin.
Dropping the king on the top side with the Tez wall breakers. Looks like he's going to want to get the queen to actually loop up and around and charge into the top side town hall, and then use the earthquakes deeper into the base. It's going to be interesting to see if he's able to get this. The wall breakers in. They're going to have to try to get through. No, unfortunately, they get picked off and are unable to get through that wall. So what he's going to do, the king should beat on the wall here, should get a few shots. There's the rage, and bam, the wall's about to open, and the wall's open, so he's still able to do it. But the bowlers, he's losing some to the outside. Pops that Grand War Eternal Tome beautifully over that, so he protects the troops. But he's going to have to try to charge in the multi-target Inferno. Okay, he's sending the Stone Slammer. Perfect choice to get that top side down.
Healers are staying strong on their task, trying to keep this P.E.K.K.A. alive, and they've managed to make it back onto it, healing it back up almost full health, but taking a ton of fire from this Inferno Tower. Air targeting skeletons are also going to pop out and dish out a ton of damage to them. That is going to be nearly the end of the raid for those healers. Still have quite a few balloons over on the top side of the space, but unfortunately kind of pathing toward the outside. The haste spell doing its best to get them onto that multi-target Inferno. Are they going to be able to take it out? That's a key target for them to finish off. They've done it. Only a few more defenses on the bottom right side of the space, but I don't know if the P.E.K.K.A. has enough firepower to finish the rest of this off, Carbon Fin.
This is going to come down to the Queen ability. That Mortar and the Grand Warden, this is going to make all the difference. This is going to be so cool. The Queen's going for the wall. She's not going to walk down to that Mortar. Actually, that multi. He needs that multi. He drops the archers on the Mortar. He's going to try to save that Queen ability for the absolute last possible second. There she goes. This is going to be it. Can he get it? They are looking on. The Queen ability. Here we go. He's going to pop the Queen ability. It's going to come down cannon, the air defense. Here we go for the 3-star for INTZ of game number 2.
That is a return. Losing the first set in our best of 3 and then having 95% and a 3-star to start into the next round. Wow, MCS has a lot to overcome now. Beautiful strike from Caetano, exactly what his clan needed. He is their savior in set number 2. The 3-star smash from this P.E.K.K.A army had
shot as well. It's going to be very interesting.
INTZ basically has 2 shots to put a 3-star on the board. If they 3-star in either of these attacks from Selinho or from Marinaul, players who have been able to 3-star before when it matters most, then it's a runaway victory for INTZ. But even if neither of these attacks is a 3-star, MCES still has to have stellar defense and an awesome attack of their own to be competitive against INTZ. All of the chips are stacked on INTZ's side of the table.
Yes, they have the advantage in game number 2. But MCES is not going anywhere. Drops the queen on the top side, and he's going to come in with a P.E.K.K.A smash. He loves his queen charge, or the Lalo, the air raids, but he's decided this base is good for the ground units. The king is going to be used on the left side. He's going to help set that funnel, and he's going to try to charge directly into this town hall section and that multi. That queen is under the rage. That healers are moving in. P.E.K.K.As are down. And the boulders and the Grand Warden, here they come. Hopefully they don't get pulled to the Archer Tower. It looks like they are. That Tessa moved them a little bit. But then, oh no, he pops his Grand Warden ability. The bowlers go to the hall, but not too many. He only has like 2 in there.
That could change a lot with this raid. Still seems like he was able to take out that multi-target Inferno and the Town Hall, but he wants this big murder ball, the P.E.K.K.As and the bowlers all in the center of the base. That's where he needs to get this damage most, not along the exterior. It seems like he's doing a fantastic job salvaging what he's got here. He kept most of his healers. In fact, I think all of them were able to retarget onto the Archer Queen up top, so she'll stay quite strong. He still has a ton of firepower rolling through the bottom. 6 balloons and 2 wizards, as well as a Stone Slammer to support a strike into the interior. I wonder, is he going to use his jump spell to try to get these P.E.K.K.As to the middle, or is he going to use it for the queen? He goes...
Oh, yeah. He uses it for the queen. A very good choice right there. So the queen can continue to get a ton of value, including that multi. He does have another freeze, so is this adjustment on the fly going to make a huge difference? Has balloons coming up top. Beautiful freeze on that air defense and multi. He's flying in. There's the hay spell. The queen is actually up. This is not looking too bad here, actually. The bowlers against some value. P.E.K.K.A on the outside. The balloons on the top side trying to get that expo down. The wizard tower helps to pick them off. But we've got 50 seconds. That queen is going to reach over the wall.
He's got it.
The balloon is going to grab that Archer Tower. And the queen is going to be trying to be the saving grace. The wizard goes down. The P.E.K.K.A goes down. 35 seconds, just the bomb tower. The wizard. And this is looking like another 3-star for INTZ.
Marinaul, the king of the cup, moving in for another 3-star coup against Hugo Stieglitz. We've called 300 IQ point attacks before, but this is definitively the best adjustment on the fly I have ever seen in a Clash of Clans World Championship qualifier. Exactly what INTZ needed to take this best of 3 to a tiebreaker.
If you ever wondered how to answer a 3-star from your side, just throw in another 3-star, make it even more incredible.
And he is coming in with that P.E.K.K.A smash, getting it done. And the beautiful thing is he adjusted completely on the fly with the bolt.
Out of this attack, Hugo Stieglitz with a queen charge, attacking God, managed to keep pace with INTZ. They're only behind by 1%. Not a big deficit to have to close out at all, but it'll be INTZ's turn to attack now from a position of power.
INTZ has been in this position many times before. They've needed clutch attacks, and God has delivered. It's time for him to step up, and let's see what he can do. This is the second attack for INTZ in this war. It is a 1% difference. Look at that on the right screen. We have a 15 MCS overall destruction and a 16%. It's insane. It's so close. It's just going to be a flip of a coin. Whoever can get those percentage higher, it can win this game and the finals. Because the winner of this one match is going to be going out to ESL 1 Hamburg, and you at home can get your tickets now if you want to go join them and watch the action out in Germany.
Join us all there. The $1 million prize pool for this year's Clash of Clans World Championship will have its lion's share given out at the World Finals in Hamburg this October. Let's take a look back now to the action at hand. God's Queen charge over on the top left side of the space is making waves. This Queen is still very healthy and has plenty of support from those healers. No air targeting buildings are going to be able to lock onto them for a very long time. Supporting this Queen with another rage spell will get her topped back off again. Poison spell coming out to attack the enemy Queen, but she's going to try to wander out of range. Nope, decides to jump back in order to get a few shots at the enemy Queen. Meanwhile, Air Skellies get a few swings at the healers, but it seems like God's first stage of this attack is still going quite well. A minute 45 left and still has a Law-Loon portion of the raid to begin soon.
It's looking pretty strong. He does have that corner on the left side open, so we're going to see either the Queen go towards this Town Hall or go down south. I think the Town Hall will be closer. No! I'm wrong. She goes out the complete opposite side. I was going to say the Town Hall's up there, but since he clipped that wall with the Earthquake, he was able to open it, and the Queen now can walk down, but she's going to go down, but he got tons of value. That's 2 multi-target Infernos. That's the enemy Queen and the Eagle Artillery. That's huge. That's okay if the Queen goes down since he was able to trade all that for all those important defenses. And now he's flying around this base. He can take his time. Since he doesn't have an Eagle to fight through, he doesn't have to worry about these balloons. They can go slowly through the base. Yes, there is the multi-target Inferno, but that's the only one left. So at this point, he's got 1 haste. If he uses this properly, he's got a balloon parade to fly through this base.
I think he's got it. Carbon Finn got on his way to a 3-star. He just has a last line of defense to finish off from Cynthi's base. Lots of balloons still on the drop, sending in bombs left and right, finishing off the fight with 1 more air defense. Wipes that out. 2 Teslas, and it's cheers from the INTZ side of the stage. Their boy has done it. God coming in clutch for the 3-star hit. Just needs 20 seconds left for cleanup, and he's got it in the bag.
The Brazilian community is going wild. Show your guys' support in the chat for INTZ getting that clutch triple in game number 3 here, and it's going to be coming down to the wire. Look at this Queen charge, taking out the Eagle, the Queen, the 2 Infernos, and then the beautiful Lalo to fly around the base.
The tone could not be any more serious or somber on the MCES. All of the troops on. Stone Slammer gets the final drop in there to ensure a 3-star against INTZ.
All right, Marinaul, the leader of INTZ, is getting ready. It all rests on his shoulders in this moment. If you guys are praying for this attack, get your prayers out there. Show your support in the chat. Who are you rooting for? INTZ, MCES. And here it goes. The Queen is getting dropped. We're going with a 3 Lalo. We have 3 Lava Hounds, 34 balloons, because remember everybody, the winner of this match is gonna get the golden ticket to the ESL 1 in Hamburg, Germany for the World Finals.
Just 2 champions remain. Marinaul dropping his Archer Queen. A really unfortunate loss so soon in the raid, and I think a round of applause from a couple of guys over at MCES. Happy to see such a key attacker removed from Marinaul's assault force. He needs a 3-star here in order to keep pace with his MCES opponents who've put 2 3s in this 3rd war. Marinaul sending in his last hope, the last stand of the Brazilians. sends his balloons to the top.
Here we go, guys. Get up, get out of your seat, because he is starting to wallow from the opposite side of the town hall. He's going for everything. He wants to end on the town hall. He wants to end on the 3-star, and he wants to get INTZ into the finals in October. He's got a lot of balloons moving. He's got two more raises. This Grand Warden ability over the town hall. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. This is looking like a 3-star for INTZ.
Holding on to that Grand Warden until the last possible moment. He needs to use it as soon as they get over the town hall. Applause from his INTZ partners as they know he's coming razor close to victory. Uses that Eternal Tomen to clean up is easy.
Oh my goodness!
Applause, hugs, high fives all around. The Brazilians have done it. They're still in it to win it. A 3-star from Marinaul.
Your prayers have been answered right here. Look at all these balloons moving through with just under a minute left. Is this the moment for INTZ to clutch and get the victory to move on to the World Finals, Woody? This is insane. I cannot believe what I'm witnessing.
They were in such a tough position, but now dominant and ahead. 91.6% average destruction, improving bit by bit every war so far, and emerging at 3-star right when they needed it most. INTZ has got nothing to be but proud of how they've done today.
This is going to come down to the final attack. Can MCES and get the triple to win?
Just come by, take the tickets, and leave to Hamburg.
From back-to-back 3-stars to end that war. We thought INTZ had it, and then it flipped over to MCS. We could not have asked for a better Game 3 right there.
The highs of emotion running in the arena cannot be measured on any scale. The NCES and INTZ teams were both up and